Hi, Mark. My name is Shelly. Good to see you today. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Thanks for asking. I remember seeing you the other day for the interview with my mum. Can I ask what the interview was for?
Of course, the interview was for an assignment to assess a conversational sample of an elderly person over the age of 65. It was for a speech pathology assignment as I am a second year speech pathology student from the University of Sydney.
Great. What did you guys assess specifically?
We looked at various components of what we work as speech pathologists, mainly language, speech, voice, swallowing, and stuttering.
Speech. What do you mean by speech? As in like a debate or something?
Speech is a term we use in speech pathology where we describe how people say sounds and words when they are talking, such as how clearly they say the sound and words, how fast they talk, the tone and rhythm while they talk, and how understandable they are to other people when they are talking.
All right, that's interesting. Then does language mean like how good she is in English? My mum's Australian, so she should be good at English, right?
Well, it doesn't have to be just English. We as speech pathologists think language more about how we understand and express our thoughts in communication.
That sounds really vague. So what exactly are you looking for in English, in language?
So when we look at language in Sue's conversational sample, we usually look at her level of vocabulary, her word finding skills, her use of grammar in sentences, and the ability for her to clearly explain and maintain a topic for us to understand.
That's a lot of stuff to look at. So how did she go with the interview? Did she do well?
The interview went really well. Sue is a very bright, pleasant person, and I really enjoyed talking to her. I was really surprised how smart she was, as she was able to remember all the dates in the event so accurately. She even made lovely sandwiches for us and was able to eat and swallow them perfectly fine, which was good.
Yeah, my mum's very healthy for her age and she's got a really good memory.
She does have a really good memory. I am also impressed with her overall language skills. Sue was able to clearly understand all our questions and managed to appropriately answer them with a good detailed explanation of topics and a wide range of vocabulary. She was able to tell her stories in a very logical, clear way, and we got so immersed in her stories.
Yeah, my mum always tells the best stories.
I can tell. She was also able to speak well as she had no stuttering or pauses and generally good speech skills. This means that she could pronounce most of her words really clearly, and her speed and her rhythm and tone of her speech was really good. I was able to understand all the words she said, which was also good as well. Though I was able to pick up that she has a bit of a lisp when she pronounces the S sounds, such as six or cousins.
So what is a list?
A lisp is when you pronounce your S sounds a bit differently because you put your tongue in a different position from when you would usually pronounce your S sounds. So, in Sue's case, she would pronounce her six as chicks or cousins such as cousins. Because she is putting her tongue in a position where the air is escaping from the side of her mouth instead of the front.
But that's what that is. I have noticed that. She did speak like that for a very long time, so she doesn't need to fix it up or anything though, right?
No, it's not a concern, as we were able to clearly understand what she was saying, and it wasn't highly noticeable when we did the interview as well, so unless Sue is concerned, it should be fine.
So we don't need to fix it.
I understand your concern, but as long as it doesn't affect her communication or her quality of life, and Sue is happy with her speech, there is no need to fix it.
Okay, good. Was there anything else you think was noticeable in the interview?
We did notice that her voice seemed to get more strained and hoarse as the interview went on. We think it may be due to fatigue or other causes, but we're not too sure for now. Do you think she experiences any concerns or discomfort in her voice?
No, she hasn't expressed any concerns regarding her voice, but I guess we never noticed that. Is it something we should be concerned about?
Typically, as we age, our voice tends to become more fatigued and easily exhausted, but if it is not affecting her, then again it should be fine. If Sue is not concerned about her voice and she has no discomfort in using her voice in daily tasks, I wouldn't be concerned about her voice as well. However, if she does experience any discomfort in her voice when talking for a long time, I would recommend Sue to rest her voice until it gets better for her to talk without discomfort again. Do you have any other questions you'd like to know more about?
No, I see. I think you answered all the stuff I wanted to know. Thanks for that.
No worries. Based on our interview overall, Sue seems to be very healthy in all areas we have assessed, and it was my pleasure to interview such a bright person.